Hello and welcome back to this week's episode of 5 Minute Geography with me, Stephen Doyle, explaining as simply as possible the world around us. This week in 5 Minute Geography, we look at the different layers of the atmosphere. And don't forget to stick around to the end of the video to discover how high a man can jump right through the atmosphere. In order to understand the atmosphere, we have to think of ourselves as crabs deep down on the ocean floor, and above us, a large weight of atmosphere. We, as humans, walk around the earth with a massive pressure of atmosphere around us. However, our bodies have adapted to this pressure, much like that crab that walks around on the ocean floors, who is unaware of the massive pressure of the water around them. The atmosphere has 5 layers that differ greatly from each other. The first layer is known as the troposphere. Troposphere means region of mixing. This layer is the lowest layer of the atmosphere. It's where weather happens, and it contains almost all of Earth's water vapor. In the troposphere, water vapor plays a major role in regulating air temperatures. It absorbs heat radiated from the Earth's surface. The temperature and water vapor content in the troposphere decreases rapidly the higher you go up. This is known as altitude. It gets colder and drier with height. For example, for every 100 meters you climb up, the temperature drops by 1 degree. The top of the troposphere is called the tropopause, and it varies in height from about 8 kilometers when you get closer to the poles to 20 kilometers just above the equator. Its height also varies with the seasons, highest in the summer and lowest in the winter. This is possibly due to the expansion of the atmosphere in summer with the heat and a contraction with the cold winters. The stratosphere is the next layer, and it is extremely cold, around minus 53 degrees Celsius. This is a cold, cloudless, dry layer above the troposphere. It lies between 8 kilometers and 50 kilometers above the Earth's surface. The stratosphere contains the ozone layer, and the ozone layer lies 20 to 30 kilometers above the surface of the Earth. The ozone concentration in this region is about 10 parts per million. Although it is present in very small amounts, ozone absorbs the bulk of harmful ultraviolet radiation from the sun. Without the ozone layer in the stratosphere, this harmful ultraviolet radiation would reach the surface and damage plants, animals, and all human life. Too much ultraviolet light can cause skin cancer and eye cataracts. The height at which passenger airlines fly is 10 kilometers above the Earth's surface. At this height, the temperature is about minus 53 degrees Celsius. The mesosphere is the next level, a layer extending approximately 50 to 80 kilometers above the Earth's surface. Is characterized by extreme cold of about minus 80 degrees Celsius and strong winds of up to 3,000 kilometers an hour. In this region, concentrations of ozones and water vapor are very, very low. The next layer, the thermosphere, extends for approximately 80 kilometers above the Earth's surface. At an altitude of 100 to 200 kilometers, the major atmospheric components are still nitrogen and oxygen at this level. The temperature in the thermosphere increases to 1,300 degrees Celsius. The high temperatures are due to the absorption of intense solar radiation by the small amounts of oxygen present in this layer. The polar auroras, or the northern lights, a spectacular light show put on by nature, occurs between 6 kilometers and 965 kilometers in height. Finally, the last layer of the atmosphere is known as the exosphere. The upper boundary of the layer extends roughly 200 kilometers to heights of perhaps 960 to 1000 kilometers and is relatively undefined. The exosphere is a transitional zone between the Earth's atmosphere and outer space. Felix Baumgartner, an Austrian skydiver and daredevil, jumped to Earth from a helium balloon from the stratosphere. In doing this, he set a world record for skydive. He reached an estimated top speed of 1,357 kilometers an hour. From the stratosphere, he freefalled, eventually landing in New Mexico in the United States. As always, I've been Stephen Doyle with 5 Minute Geography. Thanks for watching. If you like what you've seen, please click the like and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like me to cover a specific topic, please just pop it in the comment section below.